Hello, everybody. Welcome into Talking Fitchburg on this Monday, July 18, 2022. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Glad you're tuning in with us here on a Monday night on Talking Fitchburg. And it's a hot and steamy week this week. Our first week-long warm-up, if you will. Not getting into the high, but it's just hot. And it'll feel hot all week long. Chances of rain come in maybe tomorrow, Wednesday, another chance on Friday. But other than that, it's just going to be a warm week. So take advantage of all the summer activities that involve cooling down, like the beach or pools or splash pads, water park, you name it. There's so many places you can go. Or even the lakes. Check out the lakes for some fun. We've got fun happening here tonight on Talking Fitchburg. We're going to get you the latest headlines as we start the week off. We also will check in with the Department of Ag, Trade, Consumer Protection on their talks, making sure you're aware that 3G cellular networks are being phased out. They want to make sure you are aware of this and know what to do and the questions to ask your cell phone companies. We'll have that breakdown for you coming up. Plus, we check in on Fact TV, the month of August. Yep, it's almost August already. We're going to have a preview for you on what's coming up the month of August here on Fact TV as well. So stay tuned for that. Don't shoot the messenger. Just want to keep you up to date on what we'll be having here on Fact TV in August. But first, we turn to our headlines, and we start with that road closure started this morning. Goodland Park road closure. We closed at Larson for culvert work replacement. It starts today, runs through Friday, July 22nd. The road will be completely blocked at Larson, and to the west of the project, there will be a partial closure to the east of Freezy to allow for residents to access their homes. So be on the lookout for that, especially the residents in the neighborhood of Goodland Park Road. Kids Fest at the Fitchburg Farmers Market happening this Thursday, July 21st. Stop on by from 3 to 6 p.m. Enjoy all your favorites at the Farmers Market, plus live music and ice cream fundraiser. Be happening out at the Agora Pavilion, located at 5511 East Sherrill Parkway. You know where that is, under the big pavilion tent there. And plenty of parking to, well, get in, get out, grab what you need. It's going to be a lot of fun. 3 to 6 this Thursday, Kids Fest at the Fitchburg Farmers Market. Ride with Shine and Bike Fitchburg community bike ride happening also on Thursday night. So you could go to the farmers market and then still register and take part in this fun ride. Shine team members are excited to partner with Visit Fitchburg, Bike Fitchburg, and the Bike the Burg for a community bike ride from our Fitchburg location. There will be a 13-mile ride option and a 6-mile ride option. This is a family-friendly community ride, and all are welcome. After the ride, stick around to enjoy some refreshments and learn more about Shine Technologies and what they do. They're excited to have everybody. Please register in advance, though, which would be very helpful. Portions of this ride will be on the Capital City and Badger State Trails, so state trail passes are required for riders 16 and older. State trail passes may be purchased online at Dane County Parks. Go to their website for that, the permits. You can also have a select a permit for $25 recommended, or a daily permit for $5. Then choose 2022 State Trail Passes, and they'll be in alphabetical order. Retain your receipt on paper and on your phone until your pass arrives in the mail. Bike ride starts at 5:30, goes through 8:30 p.m. You'll meet at Shine Technologies, located at 5115 Lacey Road here in Fitchburg. Sounds like a lot of fun. Another fun event coming up is Adult Crafts Night at the Fitchburg Public Library. Paper Cups Crafts, Wednesday, July 27th. If you enjoy socializing with your fellow grown-ups, stop out at the library. This month we'll be exploring paper crafts. Stop by the library meeting room to get creative and make your own paper crafts. Sounds like a lot of fun. 6:30 p.m. in the library meeting room. Mica Stamping with Ron is going to be happening at the Fitchburg Senior Center. This brand new offering by Ron Bone. I think it's Bone. I want to say Brown. I always want to say that, but I don't want to. Ron will be teaching students how to use fuse and create a decorated coaster on glass. The class will be held in the Fitchburg Senior Center Art Room. Class materials will be provided for a minimal $10 fee. You'll receive 2 pieces of glass, 1 clear and 1 stained, stamping medium, mica, or powdered enamel, and brushes. Once completed, coasters will be taken to Ron's home studio to be fused, then returned to the Senior Center to be picked up by the students. Registration is required for this. Call the Senior Center at 270-4290 or visit their website, fitchburgwi.gov/senior center. Click on the program's registration button at the top of the home page. And this event is on July 18th, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Well, we've been talking about the heat this week, and if you have a air conditioning unit that you put in your window, we want to remind you to make sure that you plug that in directly to the wall outlet. Yes, do not plug those in to a power strip. Not a good idea. Remember to plug it directly into the wall outlet to prevent fires. That plugging into any type of not directly in could cause a fire, like putting it in a power strip. It will heat up and then eventually catch on fire, and that can only lead to bad things. So please make sure if you have a wall air conditioning unit, if you're just getting one or putting one back out for the season, remember to plug it directly into the wall outlets. Turning our attention to 988, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is now activated. If you or someone you know is having trouble or having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, 988 provides 24/7 confidential support. There is hope. Call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org for a chance to talk with somebody about anything. There's somebody out there that can help you. If you want to talk to somebody anonymously, that's the way to do it. DMV is offering information on obtaining an ID to vote in the fall primary. That's right, it's already coming up. Start the process now for a free ID to vote ahead of Wisconsin fall primary on August 9th. Wisconsin Department of Transportation, Division of Motor Vehicles, reminds voters how to obtain identification free of charge. That is valid for voting. Valid identification for voting purpose includes a driver's license, identification card, military or student ID card, etc. There is no separate voter ID. A federally compliant real ID card is not required for the voting process. Anyone unsure if their identification meets the requirement should visit Wisconsin Election Commission website to check it out. As far as how to obtain identification cards, show at the polls for voting begin online. A list of requirement documents bringing it to the DMV Customer Service Center is available at wisconsindmv.gov. If the required documents needed for an ID are not ready or available, DMV has a process called Voter ID Petition Process to obtain the necessary information. This process is available free of charge. It may be used to quickly obtain a receipt valid to take to the polls for voting while remaining documents or verifications are obtained. Anyone with questions related to obtaining an ID to vote should call the DMV's toll-free number. That's voter ID hotline. It's 1-844-588-1069. 844-588-1069. Questions regarding voting eligibility, polling locations, voter registration information, other election information can be followed at the Wisconsin Election Commission site. That's elections.wi.gov. Start your application now at wisconsindmv.gov or your local DMV Customer Service Center. Find DMV check hours, services, and wait times. Visit their website via wisconsindmv.gov/centers. Tongue-tied there. And that is it for our headlines. There's a lot of headlines to get through, and you can check all these out as we post them up each and every day. You can find that at our social media sites. That's on Facebook and on YouTube. And yes, we'll get those posted for you each and every day. And we also include the links to the stories where we found all these stories, which is also important as well. All right, we'll take a quick break and we'll go on to our digest. We're going to be talking with our friends from the Department of Ag, Trade, Consumer Protection next right here on Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays. Ready!
We don't have time for spills. Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining you today from the Department of Ag, Trade, Consumer Protection. We've got Michael back. Michael, welcome back. How are you doing today?
Couldn't be better. Thanks for the opportunity.
Hey, thanks for stopping by. And today we're going to be talking about planning ahead for 3G cellular network and service phase out. Say what? They're phasing it out? I thought we just got it, Michael. What are you doing to me? No, it's not you. You're warning us of this. So first off, what are we talking about?
So we're talking about cellular providers as they upgrade their connections, networks, towers. They are phasing out some of the slower services. I mean, I agree with you. It seems like just yesterday that 3G was the newest, greatest thing, and now they're shutting it down. But when they do, though, like a lot of technology, it's dependent on certain bandwidth or certain types of frequencies. So some of those things may be impacted.
So the all-important question of when is this starting? And it's already in progress.
It is. It's already started for some carriers. So it started at the beginning of the year. AT&T was the first carrier to shut down their 3G. They did that in February. The next was T-Mobile. So T-Mobile started with their Sprint 3G network in March. The end of March, they shut it down. And then their 4G just went down a few days ago on June 30th. And then they're also T-Mobile's 3G because they merged and combined. So essentially they're one company, but they still operate on different networks. And then T-Mobile's 3Gs went down last Friday. So the last one, the biggest carrier is Verizon, and they're scheduled to end their 3G at the end of the year. So by January 1st of next year, all 3G is scheduled to be off the platform.
Yeah, and depending what platform you have, I know on the platform I have seen some information come by about this, but you probably were just saying, "Wow, it's gonna be a while." What do consumers need to do that probably are just like me? You said, "Well, there's probably nothing I have to do, right?"
Well, you would think so, but with how fast phones is a great example. There's a new phone coming out. It's like every 6 months. So you may have upgraded a couple times thinking, or have a phone that you got a couple years ago thinking you still have the latest and greatest, and in reality, you're 6 versions behind and very well may be on the old platform. So what I encourage everyone to do is go to your carrier's website, type in and find out what kind of model you have, and then see what bandwidth you're on, and that'll let you know whether you're going to have to upgrade and whether your phone's going to work.
And do you suspect that folks are gonna, who still are not oblivious to this is gonna happen? Their phone goes off and they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, they cut my service! So I'm gonna report this to DATCP because they cut it without even warning me." What would you say?
Well, I would say that first, when did it happen? And, find out when it is. Look into this very thing that we're talking about here. If those dates line up, that's probably what happened. Go to some of those websites that we were checking out. But, we do get those calls saying, "Hey, what happened? Help us figure it out." First thing is troubleshoot it yourself, see if that's what got tied up. Call your carrier, call them directly, ask them why they shut them off, because they're the ones that did it. So they're going to have a much quicker answer than we will.
Not to be a jerk, but how are they going to call if they're disconnected? Not going there, though. I'm not going there, Michael. Other devices that could be impacted, and I'm wearing one of them. So this could be even outside of, you used to be able to get tablets that had cell phone plans attached to them. And again, devices as well. So what others should we be worried about and watch for?
Yeah, so in addition to the tablets, the watches, things we always kind of closely associate with that online activity, a couple other two big ones are medical devices. So those life alerts, those things that operate off of a cellular tower to try and get that message to emergency services, or vehicles. We have, some of us have, automated garage door openers that we can code to. Some of those operate off of that same signal. And so there are some manufacturers that have recognized and have put out, information that those services are no longer going to work in those vehicles. And so the only alternative is to buy an aftermarket product or, buy a new vehicle if you really want to open that garage with that button.
Oh man, I'm not buying a new vehicle already, man. No, you're right though. I think the big thing here is you got to know what's coming, and then definitely check on your devices, help the loved ones, help your friends, and spread the word, because you do not want to get caught, especially if you need to use the phone at that very second and it does get cut off. So certainly important to check ahead. If people do want to find more information on this, some of the websites you were talking about, Michael, where can they find that?
Yeah, we have some information on exactly when these dates that we're talking about and who you can call and where to go at datcp.wi.gov. Or if you want to just give us a call and reach out, we're at 800-422-7128. Or if you actually don't have that phone and need to send us an email, call us at datcp hotline at wi.gov.
The smart aleck over here is just, is what it is. Michael, thank you so much for playing along today and giving us great information. As always, we'll check back with you real soon.
Sounds great. Thanks.
You bet. Again, check the website, check with your carrier. I mean, if you're going to start somewhere, check with that carrier and figure out what devices will be turned off here in the near future. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be blood. Next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantore here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. In the guest segment today, it's Fact TV. Yes, it's our Fact TV monthly update, preview August 2022. Let's jump right into it. And yeah, the month of August, always interesting because we're wrapping up all of our summer stuff and getting ready for the fall sports season. We'll have all of that for you here in just a little bit. First, we start with F1 The Gov channel. Switch that over during the summer. Now down to 2 channels, F1 The Gov and F2 Com channel, which you're watching our show on right now. On the Gov channel, we feature all of your government programming all the time. Yes, meeting coverage, top to bottom, almost always live. And yes, if it's not on here, doesn't mean we don't cover it. We just couldn't fit it on the page. No, just kidding. We do cover each and every meeting here at City of Fitchburg. It is awesome. Great way to be transparent in our government, and glad to get the information out to you each and every day through our government meetings. So whether you see it on here, it could be live. We'll replay them as well throughout the month, and you can go back and check all of our meetings, by the way. If you missed a meeting, we've got them available online at fitchburgwi.gov. You can check out our live streaming on demand feature there, and it does broadcast on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And we do put our meetings on YouTube as well. So a lot of people ask us for meetings. Hey, do you have a meeting back from 2021? Go to the YouTube channel and you can find meetings we started posting there about 2020. So all of our past meetings are going to be posted there, as we only have to keep meetings for up to a year according to the retention schedule for most meetings. There are some meetings that we have to keep longer, and we have the schedule for that, but this is a free way to keep all of our meetings, so you can go back and check them all at YouTube. Moving on to the community channel, F2, the Com, that's what we call it internally. F2's got all of your programming, both a little bit of government and what's happening in and around the city of Fitchburg. Of course, Talking Fitchburg update every day. New one starts at 9:30, followed by Talking Fitchburg rewinds throughout the day, and Talking Fitchburg new show starts at 6 p.m. and replays 10, 7:30, and noon the next day. You can stay up to date. You know what Talking Fitchburg is. We're glad to have you watch each and every day. As far as new shows coming up in the Com channel for August, well, still standing. A new episode will be coming out here shortly. Safe Communities Death and Despair webinar series continues. Each and every month we bring you a new series there in partnership with Safe Communities and other great organizations. Happen to be a partnership with that organization. Then we have D1 All-Stars new episode coming out. Active Women's Group. We have Fatal Vision Goggles talk that's going to be happening. And then the Verona Area School District Sports returns. We're still putting together our schedule. We're hoping to offer some football and soccer coming up here this fall. We'll have all of that coming out for you here real soon. You'll be able to get the details here at Fact TV. But the football schedule is out for the Verona Wildcats, and we're looking forward to getting those home games in. We're hoping to do all the home games of the football team, and then some of the soccer games as well. Again, we'll keep you posted as we get closer to the season. And remember, you can watch us on cable TV, on Spectrum, AT&T Uverse, or TDS. We also have live streaming video on demand available through our website and on Roku and Apple TV, Amazon Fire. Same idea there. It's like a video on demand live streaming piece, but done through an app, which is amazing. Finally, our community bulletin board is the latest information, and when we're not on air giving you news, this is where you can find it. And I've put in here some of the recent graphics that are uploaded here to our community bulletin board. First one is Operation Backpack, keeping kids or getting kids ready for the school year. For people who are in need of backpacks and school supplies, you can donate any of these items, or a donation of $40, which provides a backpack full of supplies. They want to reach a goal of filling 150 backpacks. And who is that? Swim West it is. Swim West putting this Operation Backpack great donation piece together, and we're hoping you can donate today. Drop off any of the materials by August 15th at either location here in Fitchburg. It's at 6220 Nesbitt Road, right behind the Pancake Cafe. Fun in the Park returns on July 28th. We'll have the Fun in the Park and on August 25th as well. So this is coming 1 week early, so we want to make sure to get the information out to you. 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. We're at the Southdale Park, 200 Deer Valley Road, welcoming in our new residents in the town of Madison. Hopefully you'll come down. Games, food, fun. And yeah, last time we had a really great turnout. It was a perfect night, so we're hoping to get lucky again here for the next two events, and we'll have one big final event, which will have the details coming up in August on the final party in the park, which will be happening in September. We've got the Wisconsin, if you need help to talk to somebody, we kind of talked about this earlier in the headlines, we have the new 988 Lifeline that's available, just dialing or texting 988. But there's some other things here in Wisconsin that you can do. If you just need somebody to talk to, we've got the helpline for addiction recovery. You can call 211 or text your zip code or go online to addictionhelpwi.org. If you need to talk to somebody, you got the National Suicide Prevention Line, Crisis Text Line, Veterans Crisis Line, and Farmers Wellness Line. All those available here in the state of Wisconsin. Fight the bite. We haven't talked a lot about this year, but the mosquitoes are pretty bad. So are the ticks. The ticks have been just terrible out there. So if you're heading out, make sure you use that bug spray and check on your little ones as well. Want to make sure that they stay safe out there. All right, that does it for me on your update. Appreciate you tuning into Fact TV each and every month. We'll wrap up the show next. You're watching Talking Fitchburg.
Como padre, todos los días son un desafío. Y hay que estar ahí presentes. No importa lo cansado que uno esté, hay que estar ahí presentes para ellos. Cuando los niños aprenden algo nuevo, es ese momento mágico y especial. Y creo que presenciar ese momento es mi favorito.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Wrapping up the show for the day. I want to thank our friends from the Department of Ag Trade Consumer Protection helping us out on the 3G cellular network. And as they phase out 3G, it's important that you stay up to date on what's happening. Make sure your devices, all of your devices, even your watches, all of it needs to be checked and verified to make sure that it's not being phased out with the 3G network. And yeah, whatever G we're on, well, you can find that through your cell phone carriers. And then again, check through our website for Fact TV updates, fitchburgwi.gov. That's where we've got the latest information on what's happening here at Fact TV. And you know how to stay connected with us because we tell you each and every day at the end of the show. Plus, we just share that with you too. Yes, join us on Facebook, YouTube. If you haven't found us there yet, you need to, and you need to like the page. You can stay up to date on what's happening each and every day here at Fact TV. And we want you to have a wonderful day. We'll see you back here tomorrow.